Hey, Bill.
Hey, mate.
How are you?
Good. Well, here we are. We're waiting for the military to turn up now. The army trucks will come, and there's all our hampers. There's 3,000 hampers on 42 pallets, and they're all going out to Peak Hill, out west of New South Wales, and they'll go to the different communities. I'm having trouble because I've just had my eyes done, and I've got the sun. I'll put my glasses back on, and it's all ready. We've spent weeks and weeks, since about August, packing the boxes, putting them on the pallets and getting them ready. And Keith has been kind of bringing them out a few at a time. So we've now got 3,000 here, all ready to go. So I've got to thank all the volunteers and all the people, and especially Keith, our driver, who knew exactly where to store them all, because we didn't have the space, who knew exactly where to store them all to get them out to the people who really need them.
Hi, how are you?
This is the man that allowed us to store them in his warehouse.
G'day, how are you?
His name's Daniel from Rush Express, and he allowed us to put them out here while we...
And the pleasure's all mine.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bill,
very much,
Daniel.
Bill. Thank
God
you very
bless
much.
you.
No, thank you. I've been in business, Bill, for 22 years. And if I can do anything, I want to put back. I want to give back. I've succeeded. I've got a successful business, and it's my way of giving back. You're more than welcome.
We get people, honestly, who have got nothing, absolutely nothing.
Yep.
You know, we had a guy the other day, looked a bit like you know, turned up. He'd been a major in the British Army and had been on, overseas contact and all of that, and came back with PTSD, so the army kicked him out. He came to Australia to live with his mother.
Yeah.
His mother ended up in a home with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
It's on the street. Like, we
Sad.
get people like that. We get women turning up with their kids who've got nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying this really helps, really helps us. So thank you.
No, you're more than welcome, Bill. And if I can give back to the community, especially for a cause like yours, I'm more than happy to do that.
Thank you.
More than happy to do that.
Our first truck is loaded and moving out. The next truck will come. There's 8 trucks altogether. God knows how many military people we've got here to do this. It's a whole operation. And all these people are all coming together to make life better for somebody in a worse situation than them. Now, I don't know any of the military people here, but they would probably have lives that are as much of a struggle as the others. And that's really what life's all about, isn't it? It's what life's all about. We can talk about the poor as the poor, but really, and that's the sort of thing economists talk about. But they're people. They're mothers, they're children, they're brothers and sisters. And one of the interesting things is that almost all families I know have somebody in the family who's a bit wayward or a bit odd and needs care. And if we could somehow extend that so that the whole world is our family, because in a way that's what these people are exhibiting.
Tomorrow morning we're leaving Holsworthy, and we're heading to 2 packets of vehicles, and we're heading to Peak Hill, where we're going to unload a quantity of pallets, and then we're continuing to Dubbo for an overnight stop. Then we're going to break our 2 packets up, and 1 packet's going to continue to Broken Hill to drop off some pallets, and then return to Dubbo, and the other packet is going to go to Walgett via Burke, drop some stuff off and come back to Dubbo. And then once we all come back to Dubbo, we're going to come back to Holsworthy over the next 5 days.
Let's loosen them off and I'll throw them over.
Here's another truck coming in to load up, and it will be going out west with all the others, and most of the people who will be getting these hampers are indigenous people. They're people who have been forgotten and they die early because there's not enough health care, all of those sorts of things. They're people who really need help. They're people who are struggling. Many of them have PTSD because of the trauma over the generations that's happened. And who's helping them? The military. God bless them. And they are the symbol of the world as it can be.
41 pallets, mate. Make that 42 pallets.
Well, this is the last truck for the last of the 3,000 hampers, already going, 42 pallets, all ready to go to Peak Hill. So, Merry Christmas, all you guys who get all these parcels. Merry Christmas, God love you, and have a great time. And just remember, part of all that is with you.
The trucks arrived, did they?
Yes, there was,
It's about 8, isn't it?
yeah, 8. The escort came. First, a little truck come, and just the escort thing, and then the other one come with all these trucks. And I had the mayor there.
Yeah, the mayor
I had the mayor there.
of Peak Hill, yeah?
And I had the TV man there.
Yeah.
And they were going, oh my God, oh, you're joking. They'd never seen this before. There was 13 communities there with trucks, buses. The one from down south, Kalina,
Yeah.
like she does Tumut with Wagga, Cootamundra and all that. She bought a horse float.
So,
To take
a horse float.
A horse float to take them all down there. And then the others brought their little trucks. One bloke showed up with a bus.
So it went over the whole region, didn't it?
I'll tell you, 31 communities. That's how many. And it's growing every year. They go to Broken Hill, Wilcannia, Menindee, Durton and Ivanhoe. 5.
This is just the start, because we're starting with the hampers and the parcels. Then our medical van will be going out. We'll be doing all this up and down the rivers and getting where we've got to go. Because these are people who've been left alone for too long.
All the time. Even yesterday, my son comes up from Canberra and I sent 100 hampers down to Canberra. Another state. Your hampers. It's hard, it's bad everywhere.
Well, next year we'll do some toys as well.
I want to bring back, before there was all this bureaucracy and all that, how we all struggled. And now the Christians used to come around with little toys for us.
Yeah, and you and I, we'll just do it and bugger the bureaucracy.
They're buggering. I'll put them in the maybe basket, But I know I can count on you every year. And I can count on a little...
You can count on us every year.
Every year. But I'm starting my age now, but I'm not giving up.